Hello! In this video, I'm going to show you some neck mobilization exercises that you can do with your posture rolls. So I'm going to use my small posture roll for what I'm doing today. Doesn't mean you can't use your bigger one, but let's go for the smaller one, especially if this is your first time. Maybe as you get more kind of comfortable and used to it, you maybe can upgrade to the bigger one. And I'm just going to pop my microphone on my sternum. So I have got myself into a hook lying position, and I've got my small posture roll underneath my neck. I've taken my hair bobble out just because for what we're about to do, I found it more comfortable to not have a hair bobble in. My palms are facing up and my arms are out at sort of 45 degrees. So not too close to your body, but not too far out like this either. For most people, it's going to be more beneficial to have them out at 45 degrees. And when I have my head still, I can't really particularly feel the small posture roll that much underneath my neck. I can feel a little bit how it's slightly different from side to side. So the left side of my neck feels more grounded onto the posture roll than my right hand side does. But all in all, I don't feel it that much. So what I'm going to do, and this is what I would sort of advise you to do too, if you don't feel that connection to your head and your neck, the amount that you feel it is just going to depend entirely on what is going on through your spine. I'm going to roll my posture roll a bit further down. So I'm going to take that posture roll, sort of lower down my spine until it hits a knobbly bit, which means that the posture roll is grounded. Sorry, my neck is grounded on the posture roll, if that makes sense. So I've taken the posture roll down further than like my actual neck position. And what I'm going to do, and listen to your body. If the neck starts getting tense, if it feels too much for you, then please stop this. Remember to keep your breathing calm and steady. I'm going to lift my head up slightly. And by lifting my head up slightly, I'm changing the angle of my upper back and my neck. And it creates more pressure through that vertebrae where the roll is, but that's exactly what I want. And what I'm going to do is it depends a little bit on how you want to do this yourself. I'm going to push my feet into the ground to create a little bit of a pelvic tilt type movement. So my feet push down, my pelvis rocks backwards. And what this does is it creates like an up-down roll through the posture roll into that knobbly bit of my spine. And I would advise you to go a bit further down into your spine than perhaps you're tempted to. So this is going to feel different for everybody. The bit of your spine that kind of works for you, it might be completely different to where I do it for myself. But by pushing down into my feet, it rolls my pelvis backwards, it kind of squishes my spine to the floor, and it changes that pressure point of where the roll is hitting my upper back, which feels really nice. So I'm sort of massaging out my neck a little bit, but actually it's going lower than my neck. I'm really quite high up in my thoracic spine here as well. And you're just looking to explore really, like where can you find really bony bits of your spine? Where does it feel the most knobbly? How can you potentially change those knobbly bits? So this is like a nice little addition to kind of think about here. You can maybe do this whilst you're watching TV. Just wriggle a little bit, explore. Make sure that you're always trying to find the knobbly bits of your spine. So if this drifts up too high for me and it was kind of, opposite my chin, I could be rolling it. I guess to be fair, I am feeling a bit there. In fact, I take that back. So keep it low, roll it around a bit, but actually take it high, quite close to your skull, and roll it around a bit as well. So you might end up having to kind of take your head up off the floor a little bit. The higher it is up your neck, you might find that you're having to like lift your neck to create a little bit more of the roll. But yeah, pushing down into the feet, lifting up your chin, just exploring that rolling round sensation in your vertebrae, massaging things out. And even just a few minutes of doing this, I can feel how my scoliosis is unwinding, my rib cage is kind of repositioning. I can feel that my right shoulder's moving further behind me. Oh, so actually, yeah, I completely take that back. Do definitely experiment with playing a little bit higher up into your neck as well. So you're using the feet. You can even kind of, I guess, like hold your hands there a tiny bit just to guide the roll and make sure it doesn't spin too far out of place, but just play. There's not like a specific rule for this or for any of these roll type exercises. I just want you to explore with them and see what feels good to you. And it might just be worth me saying, because I got asked the other day by a member, you may well feel your neck differently after having done these postural exercises. So if you've been using your posturals, you might notice that your neck feels a bit like stiff, a bit creaky, and things might feel like kind of weird, I guess. But as long as it's not an aggravation of your normal symptoms of pain, then it is a good thing. So we are challenging your neck, which may feel uncomfortable if your neck is dysfunctional, but you'll hopefully notice that by challenging your neck, if your neck is the area that needs to change to unlock, say, your mid-back, like it does for me, or maybe your hip or your pelvis or something like that, then you'll hopefully notice that your hip and pelvis feel better for having done this. And if the neck feels a bit more creaky, don't be alarmed by that. It's a sign that you're changing the thing that needs to be changed. So yeah, this forward, backwards roll, play around on the neck itself, kind of close to the skull, but also play around a little bit further down your spine like this, looking to massage out lumpy, bumpy, knobbly, bobbly, rotated bits. I hope that was helpful and I hope you enjoy. Let me know how you find it.